Just wanted to show, I've already partially unpackaged it, but this stainless steel table had a bunch of styrofoam around it, big foam in the corners, strapping to keep it all together from floating around. This kind of heavy duty strapping. So I wanted to show that, they have plastic coating on it that you have to peel off to try to protect it. But overall, not a bad price for a stainless steel table. And I think they're measuring the top deck. I mean, it's $189 with shipping. Hard to find for the stainless steel tables. I will mention that the inner frame of the top is actually normal steel, but then they put the stainless over it, so I think that's essentially their justification, is that the under part really isn't going to get wet. Any liquids that dump on it are going to come off this edge. So, and it is galvanized. Welded construction. Weaver sells a bunch of food service stuff, so I thought, I could use a workbench like this. The top part is 18 inches deep by 48 inches, and then two 13 by 48 lower shelves. So let me get this assembled, or at least out of the box. So here it is all put together. I'd say it's versus the die cart that I just did a video where I thought it was actually really worth the $300. This for $200 prep table. I think it should be like $150. The stainless steel is pretty thin, although admittedly when you get it all bolted together, it does give it a lot more rigidity, but it still is pretty thin. I just don't think it's quite as good a value as maybe some of the other stainless. They have some real heavy duty, like 500-pound rated stainless steel tables. You might want to consider looking at those. But as for a prep table that has 3 shelves, as we can see, there's multiple positions. Each shelf can go up and down about 5 inches. You have 3 positions on the bottom and the mid-tier shelf. They did put a pretty heavy-duty frame with the cross member in the top shelf, so it's a bit more rigid, or the top area. And a quick thing, these little feet, they do unscrew, so you can level it out, so it doesn't want to rock around. So at least that's good that it has adjustable feet. Otherwise, I guess, it's not a bad table. It's not a bad table. Pretty good area for a 48 by 18 on the top, and then the lower tables are 40 by 13, or the lower shelves, so it gives you quite a bit of space. And as far as a prep table and putting cookie sheets and that type of stuff, it'll generally be just fine. Just be aware that eventually you're going to get some dents, at least in these lower ones, just because of how thin they are. But after spending a minute looking at how expensive stainless steel kitchen furniture is, I guess $190 for this really isn't that bad of a deal, because I was seeing ones for $800 for, real professional grade ones. So this is, I guess it's overall not bad. If you just want to have a workshop table that's easy, you want to clean stuff and it's stainless steel so you can easily clean it. Or, in your kitchen as just a general pantry shelving and table, I think this would be just great for that. Not a lot else to say. Besides, you're going to have a real fun time peeling that protective tape that's on there. That stuff just wants to tear. Every little nick that was on it makes it wants to tear, so you got to spend a bunch of time peeling it off. That was real fun. And the only other recommendation is when you do assemble it, try to have it on an even floor, and when you push down on each of the shelves so that they actually they're even, because it's real easy to have like one corner up and to have them be kind of warped. So you got to press down when the fasteners are loose, or maybe just put a few pounds of weight on it just so the shelves are even when you tighten down the fasteners. Anyway, I do appreciate Weaver sending this to me, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Until next time, Catus Maximus out.